YouTube, I am back from my, well, quite long session of being gone and doing impressions. Anyway, today I'm going to be playing the Chicken Race OTK. By the way, new background. The other, wait, hold on, this switch the attack effects, I don't know. But anyway, got a new background. Looks nice. This background's still the same though. But the other background also applies for deck profiles. Yes, the required 43 seconds. Okay, anyway. The Chicken Race sacked. Oh god, this guy just got sacked. He lost. He already lost. For those who don't know, basically the Chicken Race OTK is the most degenerate tech to come into existence for a long time. By degenerate, I mean absolutely stupidly broken. I mean, what the hell? This card freaking made like this could be a format, guys. This deck is gonna define format. It's gonna be like Frog FTK. It's gonna freaking just annihilate the format. Return red eyes. That's great. No one cares. Because I got the Chicken Race OTK FTK. You lose. Basically, draw a bunch of cards, activate magical explosion. Dark Bribe, okay. What did that accomplish? At least it wasn't bribe an upstart, but it's almost as bad. But anyway, that goal, draw a shitload of cards. In order to get. Because basically I'm going to get a bunch of spells in the graveyard. I'm going to activate Magical Explosion and Life Equalizer, because my life points will be so different from his. Thanks to the Chicken Race. Changing on life points so much. I couldn't mount. Toss back those. Draw. Curse Memory Sword. Just what I need. Plus ones of Curse Bamboo Sword. Life Equalizer. Okay, we only need one more card now and we'll have OTK. Well, we'll have this up. Because don't forget, you still at Upstart Pro Ban. Alright. You still need to make sure you have enough spells. Because that's a mistake you might make. Is, oops, I forgot to put enough spells in the grave. And now, I don't have a big enough amount of damage. You need to deal at least 3,000 damage. That's all that matters. So if you math whiz 3,000 divided by 200. Or if you got this handy dandy calculator. That's 3,000 divided by 200. Which is, guess what? 15 spells. So all I need to do is get 15 spells in the grave. Even less if you can somehow burn your opponent with burn damage. But you know, this deck is all about one burn card. It has Magical Explosion. And that card has been a 1 for the ban list for so long it's not even funny. Because it's just a freaking OTK card. If Magical Explosion went any higher than 1, the game would collapse by itself. Literally, the game would implode on itself. It wouldn't know what to do. I realize that they have fucked up royally, and they'll just stop the game. Literally, it breaks the game. Like, it's like the stupidest burn FTK in the world. Wait, did I discard one of my? No, darn. Because you discard a magical library, you can soul charge it back. In order to make sure you have a big enough life point gap. Don't worry, I got this. And don't worry, once you have library, it's some Cursed Bamboo Swords, you can literally never run out of draw power. And of course, you need the chicken race. Draw so many cards. Now, sewer space can remove sewer space to remove sewer space to remove chicken race. Don't do that, you'll have less spells in your graveyard and it'll be harder to get enough. There's magical explosion, but we still need more spells in our graveyard. So what are we gonna do? Well, we gonna make sure we get enough spells in our graveyard, that's what. Ooh, lagged a bit for a second. Now, cool thing is, we're gonna discard these. We're of course gonna get Upstart Pro Ban, Worship the Hoban Overlords, JK though. And we're gonna soul charge those two back. I did select both of them, right? Damn it. Only soul charge one. Whatever, don't matter, we're playing Chicken Race FTK, it doesn't matter. Basically, imagine if I got to draw another card. What we're doing is we're making sure our graveyard is like absolutely filled to the brim. Like, got way more than our minimum 15. We've got like 15,000 cards in our graveyard. Because that's how boss we are. We've got like all the cards in our grave. No chance that we don't have enough. Literally get rid of. Wait, hold on. Into the Void. Right. Into the Void's gonna activate. So, draw the last two cards of that deck. Draw. And let's not forget, there's some of the best card in the game. Because I run this for no reason, Arden. Literally, this is the stupidest thing you could never do. Wait, crap. If I had the R1 from Soul Charge, I would have made Tower Dragon Infinity just to make sure that there's like nothing getting in my way. Yes. Attached diamond is XC material. I literally got through my entire deck. First, we gotta show that Cyber Dragon Nova, because it's totally equal to Cyber Dragon Infinity. Now activate Magical Explosion first, then the chain. Then immediately chain Life Equalizer. That way it'll resolve backwards, the opponent will get life points, and they lose. I'll be a slow quick, right? Yep. Okay, that's good. Double solve. Now, let's go back here. That's literally all the deck is. Now, this deck has about 85% consistency rate. And usually there's like 1 or 2 variations on every single build. Basically, some guy on DN made standard build. You'd already found it. I don't know. Some guy made a standard build, and basically everyone follows the standard build and adds or subtracts cards for personal preference. But most of the deck is the same, and you literally just got a deck profile right there. Not gonna give one. You saw the entire deck. Nah, just kidding. I'm gonna give a deck profile. The Chicken Race FTK OTK. Because you can't call it an FTK because you don't technically, the opponent gets a turn and a draw phase enters, but then they lose. Some people say that this will end up getting Royal Magical Library banned. Some people say they'll limit Chicken Race. Some people say they'll just freaking ban Magical Explosion already and be done with it. I personally think none of these things are gonna happen. At least not for a while. Guys can capitalize on their cash grabbing opportunities. And naturally, as Konami beats Konami, they get grab cash. Just like life lessons, Konami. Like, I mean, this deck is like so cheap too for those who live on budgets. It's like the cheapest deck in like a long time. That's gonna be like super meta. Well, that is before the hype. So I recommend, if you see this video before they announce before like, pick up this deck immediately for like as cheap as you can, and then like go to an event and win with it, and then sell off this deck like immediately as soon as you win the event. Like, just wait till the deck starts winning events and then sell it for like way more than it should be, because secondary market doesn't understand how it's worth itself. The best part is Magical Library isn't even mandatory, it's just useful. That's right, Magical Library involving FTK, it doesn't actually revolve around Magical Library. Buying it, geez, the FPS is so inconsistent. That's one problem with recording with OBS on this is this. I'm gonna let y'all in on a secret. This is being recorded on a laptop. You probably know that already, but it's being recorded on a laptop. You know what that means? It means it's not as strong as a full-blown PC would be, and therefore it's slower. I mean, you can still play games fine, but when recording, your frame rate's gonna drop. And look at that consistency and frame rate over there. Although maybe it's just this guy's like terrible response time. Upstart Goblin all the way. And before he Dark Bribes the Upstart, which is literally the worst play in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, Dark Bribing and MST targeting Dark Bribe is one of the worst plays you'll ever see. It's like, you just go minus. There's no benefit. I mean, oh no, they would have been able to draw a card of Magical Library if they activated MST because it was technically gay. That don't matter because you just let them draw a card. Okay, got Life Equalizer. And soon we'll get this guy stopped taking 5 years to make a response. And we draw for a chicken race already. Our life points are almost that big enough difference, or almost then we have 4,000. That's not a big enough difference. Not even close. We need an 8,000 point difference. Don't worry, that'll happen very soon. Especially if all this drawing off of the chicken race. And Swag Trick Program, Upstart Hobin, where you want to call Upstart Goblin. Draws for days. Free X consistency. The Broken Bamboo Sword, which is only run over Ghastly at 1, because you know, in case you run out Ghastly Bamboo Swords. If you run out those, you're probably almost at the end of your deck anyway. But this is by far going to be one of the most annoying decks to play against, because well, it's a solitaire deck. So, if you want to go against this deck, Veiler, Droll Mockbird, what's it called? Breakthrough Skill, Fiendish Chain, Skill Drain, Snow Ogre, and Ghost Rabbit. That new thing. However, Droll Mockbird is by far the best one, because sure you can negate this guy, but you can keep drawing cards still. I mean, you've got like plenty of draw power cards. I mean, most cards in here are actually just draw power cards, so. If you don't draw into one, I don't know. It's not that bad. You can still win without library playing time. Seriously, man, hurry the hell up. If you're like in biz, like this applies to like every game ever. If you're busy in real life, just let the game go. Play, like, just don't waste people's time, like, with slow reactions. And unless you're unrated, but even then, it's still pretty annoying. Now, this is sort of wasting your time, but you know, I am winning technically. Although it is sort of boring to play. And, you know, if like you're in tourney and all you care about is winning the duel, any means necessary, go ahead, please, Doc. Otherwise, I wouldn't recommend you play this deck unless you're trolling people. And seeing as you're playing this deck, you're probably trolling people. But now I've got 2 of them, which means I can go for all the draw power cards in the world. And by all the draw power cards in the world, I mean like none. And by all the ones in the world, I mean all the good ones. No one knows the bad ones. Cup of Ace is not running this deck, as you already saw. And the big reason is, it's not consistent enough. If your opponent gets to draw off Cup of Ace, like, what are you gonna do? And you just freaking screwed yourself right there. Also, Magical Stun Excavation can loop itself, and he lost connection. By lost connection, I mean he probably quit. Okay, 50 minutes has gone by. I've already showed you enough. Really, this was just meant to show off that Race FTK exists. Cards you covering the face. Where's the deck title test? There. Now, back to Race OTK. Monsters, Free Thunder Dragon. Consistency. Literally all it does is it just makes space. Other, Free Royal Magical Library. You see this card, it just puts in work. Lower your life points more, get more libraries. Maybe this if you... No. Free upstarts, free chicken race, free terraforming, free pseudo space, free into the void. They're essentially all just draw 1 card except terraforming, which searches these, which draw a card. This is upstart for paying life points. This turns into upstart for paying life points once that's gone. Free ghastly bamboo sword, free golden bamboo sword, and 1 broken bamboo sword. This is the bamboo sword engine, and all it does is make free pluses and you draw more cards. It also takes space in spells. Now, free magical mallet, and some people play free reload, other people play 2. I play 2 reload. And basically, if you get bad hands, or you just need to get more spells in the grave, or you need to draw into this or this or this, because you need to use it to the void. Because if you don't, then you can't activate this because you need to have no cards in it. Free or 2 magical stone excavation, depending on how many reloads you run. I run free magical stone excavation because it can get spells in the grave, and it can, if you discard these or these, then you can get them. Then if you discard this, you get this. Discard this, you can burn back, and you get. Your optimal target is golden bamboo sword. Mudpod duality. You don't run anymore because you can't use anymore, and you're going to be playing a mega draw deck. A mega draw deck is a deck where all you do is just draw until you get to your win condition. So really, duality, you want to run 1. Life Equalizer and Magical Explosion, the OTK cards. This card's at 1, it should never come off 1. In fact, here, let me show you of all ban lists on Devpro, which goes back like it goes back 2 years. About. For over 2 years, this card has been at 1. It probably goes a lot farther than that. Extra deck, whatever you want, it doesn't matter. However, if you summon 3 of these somehow, summon this. So that way you can detach and summon this, and that way you control your opponent even harder because you can negate a thing in case they try and stop you. Also, if you make this, you can make this. Stop dark stuff and prevent banishing. Really, it's just a bunch of rank 5s and rank 4s. You don't need it at all. Anyway, this has been the Chicken Race FTK OTK. Because they probably get to turn. They get to draw. Well, thank you for watching and have a great day.